Did you want me to check if you were live on YouTube?
It is live on YouTube now.
Okay.
It is live on YouTube now.
Okay.
It is live on YouTube now.
What's going on?
Okay, I'm gonna move my microphone so it's near my ass. I'm gonna take this shit off.
I've got the stream up on my second monitor now, but I'm still probably not going to see the chat much. I've got the stream up on my second. Am I supposed to be able to hear you right now?
Yeah, I'm talking now, so.
Oh, I can hear you. Okay.
Okay. We can go now.
Alright. So, just making out of this cutscene. Okay.
Well, I'm on the,
You're on the what?
the character select option.
Okay. I'm just gonna get there now. Okay, I'm there.
Alright, should we go then?
Sure. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry about my chair.
Sounds like a wet fart.
I've got a very creepy dream. This just be the way it comes from the mic. Definitely doesn't sound wet here, it just sounds creepy. Actually, I guess it is. I can kind of see how it sounds that way.
Ah! Maybe you should turn your microphone up a bit because it's kind of hard to hear what you're saying.
1 sec.
Oh, I'll pause, yeah.
Volume. How's this?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. Okay. I lost the chat there because I didn't pause properly. Do you like 3D Mario or 2D Mario more?
Can we pause for a second? I'm just gonna go into Discord and turn it up manually that way.
Oh, I can turn it up more.
Yeah, it's just very distant, you know.
Oh, what's? I mean, I'm about the same distance from the mic as last time.
Yeah, but I could barely hear you last time either.
Oh, you should have said something. I could have done something about it.
Say something now. Say something now.
Hello.
Yeah, that should be fine.
I am a speaking person. Hello.
Okay.
I am a person who does speak. We good?
Yeah, should be.
Okay. I just unpause. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Do you like 2D or 3D Mario more?
3D?
Yeah, me too. What about Zelda?
3D?
What about... whatever big franchises are there?
Doom.
That like are actually like different between like 2D and 3D. I mean.
Metroid. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
2D Metroid more.
I never played a 3D Metroid. I've only played a very little bit of 2D Metroid. Should give that
I feel like 3D Metroid is just too annoying because it's all in first person. It's hard to see what you're doing. Where 2D Metroid is like you're looking forward towards them.
More so than other first-person shooter games, you mean?
Well, yeah, because you're exploring. Where most first-person shooters, you're just like
What about
you're
games
just like
Skyrim?
aiming and Skyrim. I haven't really played Skyrim, so.
Or like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I guess you're just not used to first-person games.
I mean, I've played a lot of first-person shooters, but they're kind of different because you're more focused on just going forward and aiming and shooting at enemies.
What about, have you played Doom Eternal? Because that game's kind of non-linear, isn't it?
I don't find Doom that bad, no.
Doom Eternal, I mean.
Yeah, I've played Doom Eternal. That's basically just Doom 2016, but...
Oh, I thought... Oh, I didn't really have much of a basis. Somehow I thought that Doom Eternal was a bit more open than...
no, I think they're both pretty open.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only Doom I've played is a little bit of Doom Eternal, but I did enjoy it. I want to play more Doom.
Yeah, I need to finish it still. I haven't beaten it yet.
I only played like the first 40 minutes of an hour or so. It's very cool though. Very cool music as well. I love that it goes all heavy metal when you get into a big killing spree.
You're still a bit mumbly. I think it's like... I don't know, like it's like... You're just like very mumbly, like it's very hard to... I don't know, it's like your bass is like very low down.
Okay, well let's pause it and fix it.
Okay.
Alright, so what do you want me to do on my side? It's a Blue Yeti, and I think you know those, so if you can, you know, tell me what I can do, because I don't know anything about this.
Maybe turn the gain up, I guess.
And where's that, on the front or the back?
The back. It's the thing that says gain on it.
Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, how about now?
Yeah, that should be better.
Should be better, because you said that last
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know until you start talking normally. Because when you're
like... Okay, I really like Doom Eternal, because it's got, like, the guns and demons and stuff in it.
Maybe turn it up a bit more, and that should be fine.
It's just like Doom Eternal. Wait, was it the upper one? Okay. Yeah, like Doom Eternal is, like, really good, because it's like... I'm turning it up gradually while speaking, by the way.
Okay, it's too loud now, it's too muffled now.
Hello, hi, my name is Rainbow Ball. I am a person who exists and is alive. I do things sometimes. I am alive, I exist. How's this?
Yeah, that's good, that's good. But maybe, like, try speaking a bit closer towards the microphone, because it's like...
Well, the whole reason I've got it set up this way is because this is the setup that's comfortable for me to sit and play in. So it's...
Alright, we can play now.
Okay, well how does this... Okay, well just keep me up to date on how it sounds.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good now.
Okay. Because before I was like craning my neck a bit to kind of get a bit closer to it.
That's why I got a big stand thing, so I can like sit down without having to like lean over to it.
I don't know where I'd even put one, to be honest.
Well, I put mine on my table, so I connected it to my table. It's not exactly ideal, but it's still better than what I had before, so...
I don't really use it. I only really kind of use it. I don't really stream super much, and I mean, the most I use this is probably when we do these verses, honestly.
Well, I use it for recording videos, so...
Well, when I'm recording videos, I'm like, I can sit at like my desk properly, so that's different. But when I'm playing on Switch, it's a little tougher.
Well, I don't really have a way to do that, so it's a lot...
Yeah, exactly. You're not even doing that. You're using an emulator.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean like for the microphone, putting it on the table. Like even when I put it on the table, it's like I have to bend down. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And like my mic is positioned very greatly. So it's just a lot easier to do it like this.
I wish Nintendo just released all their games on PC. I wish everyone just released all their games on
I wish
PC.
Nintendo released a new microphone.
I wish Nintendo would improve the acoustics in my rooms. I wish Reggie would come here and help me improve my acoustics. Still don't really get why Reggie left Nintendo, to be honest.
He wanted to make money from GameStop.
He didn't even stick with them, did he? Didn't he leave
I don't
GameStop?
know.
No. I feel like I remember him leaving. Now he just talks about, just writes books and stuff all his time now. Because it specifically said that he was retiring.
Yeah. Maybe you should turn your gain down a little more, because it's kind of like getting background noise into it. And it also sounds a bit distorted, so...
I don't know what to do about that. This is the kind of stuff we solve off stream.
Yeah, well, I didn't notice until you started talking, and then...
Oh, that's what audio tests are for.
They're not, because you're actually, like, talking... Like, you're talking, like, you're engaging more when you talk in the thing. Let's go now.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were supposed to be paused that whole time.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess I can see what you mean. When I'm like doing a test, I speak a bit more clearly. I get that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. That's why it's so hard for me.
Are there any PC games you would want to play? At some point in the
Titanfall
future?
2.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry again about that. Any that, like, we've both already played?
I don't know, because we play very different games.
Oh. It's mostly just different IPs of the same genre, except, well...
Well, like, what games have you played that I would be interested in? I don't know, because I've played a lot of games, but not many PC games, per se.
I mean...
I've been playing 8-Bit Boy, and I've been playing Crazy Taxi.
Oh, interesting.
And Crazy Taxi is very annoyingly hard, because you have to... There's like a time limit, and you have to get all the guests in a time limit.
Yeah, I didn't have Crazy Taxi growing up, but I did have Simpsons Hit and Run, which got sued for... Sorry, Simpsons Road Rage, which got sued for being too similar to Crazy Taxi.
Oh, did they win?
I don't know. I just know that they were sued. I don't know where it went. I mean, the game was basically the same as Crazy Taxi, just it's in Springfield,
Okay.
basically.
I mean, I like Crazy Taxi and all, the music's cool and all, but... it's
Crazy
a bit of a
Taxi's
short game, because it's basically just an arcade game. There's only 2 maps in it, so... It's a bit short.
It seems like Sega's trying to revive a lot of their dead IPs now.
Yeah.
Which I think is good. Because they have a lot of IPs that people love that aren't Sonic. And even Sonic, they've just been half-assing it for like years. They've only just started trying again with Sonic, really.
I saw someone talking about like the Jet Set Radio remake, and it was like, this game, Sega should not be making this game, but they are. If you don't buy this, you're responsible for all problems of video games. And it's like, well, what if you don't like this series? What if you have no interest in the game? Like, you shouldn't force people to buy a game they have no interest in just because it's a risk for them making a remake of a game that's niche. And I don't even think that game is that niche anyway, so...
No, it's not. Sega's got a lot of IPs that they just don't utilize properly. Like they.
Hey, I got a great idea of what they could make. No, I don't actually, because that's a different company. But
I've got a few ideas for Sonic stuff they could do.
What we should get is they've done a lot of Sonic stuff.
I mean, like better Sonic stuff.
I guess so, yeah. No, what's that game? Awesome Pawsome. They should do a remake of that.
I don't even know. If I've heard of that, it's only very vaguely, and I have no memory of it. don't know what that is.
It's the environment game about...
Oh, that. Sonic was an environment game.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a big environment game. Like it wasn't like the main selling point.
It didn't wear it on its sleeve as much. You know?
Yeah. Donkey Kong was the first environment game because you had to like stop the fiery trash cans. You know?
I think it was more about stopping the ape from destroying the industrial city.
Have you ever played Donkey Kong on Game Boy? Like the expanded version of the original Donkey Kong arcade?
I didn't know if it was expanded, but I did have like the NES Classics Donkey Kong for GBA.
No, there was like Donkey Kong, and it was like the original Mario vs Donkey Kong game where you like play the original arcade games and you go for like this whole other level world thing, where there's like another 80 levels. That is like the original arcade game.
I do not know.
I had it on the 3DS Virtual Console thing, because it was one of the first games to come out on that.
Alright.
It's one of the best Game Boy games. And actually, if you have it on Super Game Boy, Pauline actually speaks in it. She goes, "Help! Help!"
That sounds familiar. I mean, I played Mario vs. Donkey Kong on GBA.
Yeah. Well, this was basically the prequel to that, pretty much. No, it's a bit more like Mario. It's a bit more Donkey Kong than Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I think for the next Mario Luigi game, they should replace the voice actors with Lou Albano and Danny Wells, and instead of having the stupid new voices, they should get like the original Mario voices.
What, like from the Super Show?
Yeah. They should
Didn't Lou Albano die?
They both died, but like I'm saying, archival voices. Like, hey Mario, get the fuck out of here. Hey, I did not want to do that, you bitch! Today I am streaming with transcoding on, which means that people can watch in multiple resolutions if they don't have internet.
Oh.
Which is pretty cool.
Okay, what about, do you prefer 2D Sonic or 3D Sonic?
3D, I guess? I don't know. I prefer 3D because I kind of feel like 2D is a bit annoying to play. Especially the water levels.
Yeah, I will say I'm not a huge fan of water in 2D games either, but yeah.
Well, I just mean 2D Sonic games in particular. Like, I don't mind 2D Mario games water levels that much.
Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, there aren't actually that many, like, 3D underwater Sonic levels.
No, they got rid of that for a good fucking reason. That's so annoying, I hate those.
I mean, there's other annoying stuff in some 3D Sonic games, but that specifically is...
No, I was talking about like 2D Sonic games, like the water in like those 2D Sonic
Oh no,
games.
they still have water in 2D Sonic games.
Yeah, I know, but like, I mean, like they got rid of it for 3D because nobody liked them in the 2D ones.
I'm trying to think, were there any underwater parts?
I mean, there are a few, but like, there's not as many as in...
Well, there was a couple in Sonic Adventure 1, I'm just trying to think about other games. I mean, I guess a little bit in Sonic Adventure 2 for Knuckles, but I'm thinking about the place Sonic. I don't know. I'm
thinking like the Sonic Heroes level in Generations that has a bit of war stuff there, and it's really annoying.
Oh yeah, that was put it. That I thought it was neat that they made it like a reference to Hydro City, though, since that level wasn't in the actual. Well, that was pretty creative.
I said I wouldn't talk about Sonic as much today because we always go back to talking about Sonic, and I'm kind of.
Didn't talk about Sonic at all in the last one. No,
we did.
Okay, I just said it before you.
It's fine.
I mean, we talked about Mario. And
yeah, but we're playing Mario.
I mean, like we talk about other Nintendo stuff though.
What should we talk about? I don't know.
Uh,
Doom?
I don't really know anything about Doom.
How did you beat it so quickly? Oh my god.
Oh, I thought I was behind you.
Well, I thought that too, and then you beat it like way quicker than I did. I swear this level was like massive RNG.
Last I looked, you were like half a level ahead of me.
There's these stupid ball sacks. I can't fucking hit them.
Did you watch the... Have you been keeping up with Smiling Friends?
Somewhat, but I haven't finished it yet.
Because I found out you can watch it on Channel 4 on the app.
Yeah, that's what I've been
free.
doing. I've been watching it on the website.
Well, I didn't know they had Season 2, so... Yeah, I don't know, it was good. They've renewed it for Season 3 as well, which is good.
Yeah, hopefully it comes out eventually.
It's confirmed that they're working on it, but it's only, I don't know...
Yeah, it'll probably take it like 3 years to come out, probably.
Yeah. Animation takes a while. A lot of the time when there are less big breaks between seasons, it's because they're already working on it while the last season's airing.
Yeah. I mean, especially considering it's a pretty small team, so... I don't mind waiting, but like... I do feel like for live-action shows, I don't understand why they only have like a couple episodes nowadays for TV shows when they used to have like 20 episodes per season. Now they only have like 8. It's kind of annoying.
I hear everyone hates that new Star Wars thing.
I've only watched the first episode of it, but I heard that it like ruins a lot of shit. And it isn't very good rating-wise. The only Star Wars show I've seen that I actually kind of liked was Andor. That was about it.
I never actually seen any of them.
Well, I think Andor is worth watching, definitely. But other than that, I don't really care. Mandalorian was okay, I guess. But
I was about to say, I've heard Mandalorian's pretty good.
not as good as Paddington 2.
Is anything?
I don't know. Shrek?
Which one?
2?
Shrek 2's the best one. I hear they're making a donkey spin-off.
Yeah, I heard they were doing a Puss in Boots spin-off. Or Puss in Boots. Oh wait, they already did that.
I mean, like, I've heard that, like, apparently Eddie Murphy's already recorded.
Yeah, I know, I do. I was just making a stupid joke.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I don't know if I think donkeys. I mean, I wouldn't really have wanted to spin off that Puss in Boots either, granted, but like.
When the fuck is the
paper,
next MCU film coming out?
I gave up on those after Endgame, to be honest.
No, not Marvel. I'm talking about Madagascar. The Madagascar Cinematic Universe.
Hmm.
We haven't. It's been years since Madagascar 3 came out.
Well, I guess the Penguins of Madagascar.
I guess so, yeah. That film flopped apparently, even though it made money. I don't know why, but they writ off a load of money on it.
It flopped like a penguin on its belly.
Yeah, and like, I went to see that film, so I feel like anything I do, it doesn't matter. My life doesn't matter in terms of movies.
Well, I feel the same way, considering most of my childhood games that aren't Sonic are dead now.
Yep.
Oh, there's some mumblings of.
I thought the Penguins in Madagascar film was pretty good.
Never saw it.
We need Madagascar 4.
I've seen the 3 Madagascars, but I didn't see the Penguins one. No, Toad, don't do that. No.
Do you know there's a DreamWorks kart racing game?
I did hear about that. Didn't it come out and end up being really bad or something?
I'm not sure, but it's got... Who's your favourite Madagascar character there? Like, out of the 5? Mine's,
So what is that? There's Alex...
Chris Rock guy. I can't remember the name.
Marty...
Yeah, Marty. Yeah, he's cool. The zebra guy.
Melman and Gloria. Who's the 5th one?
I don't know. There's
So
the
it's 4,
hippo,
isn't
there's
it?
the giraffe, there's the tiger, and there's the zebra.
Yeah, that's 4, not 5.
Crap.
Out of those, I don't know. I want to say
Swear was a fifth one.
not. I don't feel like any of them are particularly entertaining on their own. It's more just the situations they get into that are like entertaining. I don't think any of them are particularly like quirky or funny. I mean, they've got like character archetypes, sure, but like it's more like the stuff that they wind up in. Like, I liked the monkeys as a kid. I thought they were fun. The British monkeys.
The
Well,
TV
the
show?
what was? No,
The
no,
Monkeys, the
the
TV show?
the monkeys in Madagascar, the British
Okay.
ones. Well, one of them's British and the other one's like sign language.
Do you know I'm a Believer from Shrek was actually originally a Monkeys song?
I didn't. I know Smash Mouth sung it, but I didn't know it wasn't their song originally.
Yeah, it's from the Monkeys. Did you know they had the monkeys in SpongeBob? They had in one of the episodes of SpongeBob because the
I
guy's
do. I
name
used to
was
like.
Davy Jones.
Oh, I thought you meant the one where like the British monkeys try to like cut, try to like take Sandy's funding
No,
or
no,
something.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about the TV show The Monkeys and also the band The Monkeys from the guy's
Oh,
name is Davy Jones. So when the Flying Dutchman goes to Davy Jones' locker, he appears and he sings one of the songs. And then in the
alright.
credits, they play the song.
Does the pipe? But I'm not going to go into it yet. But the pipe that appears in the first little part of World 2 doesn't really go anywhere, does it?
No, I don't think so, no.
I think I missed some levels. In
This
the
is
last
my
stream.
favourite level, the one you're playing, because this was the first level they ever showed for the game at the E3 trailer.
It's a nice level. It's got nice and open and colorful and
Yeah.
no. I'm easy to please when
I
it
don't
comes to
understand why they didn't make a sequel to this game. They could have easily made one. It's not like it would have been that hard.
Yeah, I'm sad that the Mario franchise is dead.
I know. Nintendo has forgotten about Mario. My
Yeah.
favourite video.
I mean, do remember though that this game, as much as people say they like it now, it was the initial reception to it was.
Yeah, I mean, like, this
Kinda
being the
like
big
Wind
main Mario game when, like, after Galaxy was a bit let down, but, like, I'm talking about, like, as, like, a spin-off, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, just like a remaster in like a better context, it's fine. Yeah.
Like, as a spin-off party game, it's great, but, like, as the big 3D Mario game, it's not so great.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been saying. That's why people were less unhappy when they did the remaster.
Yeah, well, I'm really unhappy because it's been, like, 100 years since the last Mario game, and I know Bowser's Fury came out, but...
I've heard that the remasters, I know I mentioned the Donkey Kong remaster was looking a little sort of jank, but apparently the Luigi's Mansion 2 one's got some issues as well that like people have been spotting.
Oh, really?
Like there's an animation where like Luigi gets like frozen in the air and then he looks left and right and then falls, but like in the remake his eyes don't move at all.
Well, that game is also $60, even though the original was $40, so that's great.
I feel like, I mean, I know Nintendo has a history of overcharging, especially in like recent years. But like, I feel like at the very least, even when their games haven't been the best, they've been polished. So like the fact that Nintendo is starting to like fall out of the habit of having polished. I mean, if you can't even polish a re-release, it's like.
I just think it's disgusting charging more for a game after it's already come out. Like, charging more for a newer version of a game that it originally came out for. It's just ridiculous, I think.
Yeah. Donkey Kong Country Returns is definitely overpriced.
Well, that game was on the Wii U eShop for $20. So they're charging 3 times more than they were paying for it before.
What, the non-Tropical Freeze one? Like the original Returns?
Yeah, Returns on the Wii U eShop. Virtual Console, it was $20.
You could play the 3DS one on the Wii U?
No, it wasn't the 3DS one, it was the Wii one. But it was $20. And
Oh,
I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure
know
the
you
3DS one was also $20 on Nintendo Select, so... So you could get both versions for $20, but now you can pay $60 to get the Switch version. Hooray!
I want to get into the Shin Megami Tensei series. That's my current plan.
I want to play Shenmue.
You can play Shenmue.
Have you? Is it good?
I have not played Shenmue, but
Oh,
I don't think I would like it. I feel like all I do is end up just looking up what to do a lot of the time.
It's a very, very patient game.
I think it's a neat idea. I think it'd be nice if they tried it again and actually tried to, like, you know, modernize it a little, like improve the quality of life. But I think the actual, like, idea and sort of formula is interesting. Just not very fun in execution, I guess. Well, I say that as someone who hasn't played it, but that's what I'm gathering from watching people play it, and also, like...
It was very much a game of its era in terms of, like, the technology. Because, like, most of the people playing it were, like, saying, oh my god, the graphics are so good. Apparently it was the most expensive game ever when it came out.
I will say for Dreamcast, very good graphics, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Until PS2 came out, of course.
Have you seen the only plays Shenmue?
No, I have not. I don't really watch videos of games I haven't played before.
Oh, that's fair. I don't tend to watch it if it's a game that I'm kind of planning to play. It's a game that I don't have any strong feelings about. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. If it's like a silly game that I don't care about, really. Like Goat Simulator. Which
I noticed they... Sorry, didn't cut you off.
You noticed what?
I was gonna... no, what were you saying about... I'll remember it, don't worry. What were you saying?
I was saying, if it's like a game like Goat Simulator, which doesn't really have much story or anything, like I
actually did end up playing that, so...
I've played a bit of it, but I haven't, like, played a lot of it.
Only the original Goat Simulator, not, like, all the crazy 8 billion variations of it they've done since then. I was gonna say, I noticed that they re-released a PS1 version of Resident Evil on GOG, which I think is awesome.
How does that work?
Well, it's not like the ROM, but, like, it's a port with, like, some small quality of life, but it's not like the remake, it's the actual, like, PS1 version.
Didn't that already have a PC version, though?
No, that was the remake.
Yeah, but I mean, like, back in the 90s, before the remake came out, didn't that get a PC version?
Maybe it did, but, I don't know.
Like, Final Fantasy VII originally had a PC version. Like, before the whole Steam thing happened.
Maybe you're right. All I know is that,
that's cool,
though, one is down on PC, apparently 2 and 3 are coming later, which I think is awesome.
Well, I think the best way to play 2 and 3 is with the GameCube version, because there's like a HD texture pack you can get for the GameCube version.
Can you not get it for the PC version?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Because the GameCube version got ported to PC. It's still on Steam.
Of Resident Evil 2?
Resident Evil 1, sorry, I don't know about Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is just like a port of the PS1 version, with like high resolution. It's not like a remake or anything, it's just a remaster.
Yeah, I'm only kind of surface level familiar with it. Because I've played, the GameCube version of 1, well, on PC. I played, Resident Evil 4, not the remake, and I played...
I've still not beaten that yet, I need to beat it.
And I played, Resident Evil 7... I played Resident Evil 7 and 8, but not all DLC. Those are the only ones I've played, though.
Yeah, I played the Not a Hero DLC, and that was about it.
I played the start of it, but I didn't finish it.
Well, the biggest problem with it is that, like... I wasn't a hero, and I wanted to be a hero.
Well, you should have listened to the title, then. I think that's a consumer issue more than a...
But the customer is always right.
What if you buy Orcs Must Die and complain about the amount of dead orcs?
I know. I thought that was like a
Just
Lord of the Rings thing, because like when I hear orcs, I think of Lord of the Rings. But...
No, orcs are just like a very generic fantasy thing. They're in like a ton of different things. Including World of Warcraft and Skyrim, and what else? Many things.
Who was the first person to come up with the title of orc, though?
It was probably Dungeons and Dragons or something, or maybe some...
Didn't Lord of the Rings come out first, though, before Dungeons and Dragons?
I thought Dungeons and Dragons had been around for like 8 trillion. I don't know, I guess
No,
Lord of the
Dungeons and
Rings...
Dragons I thought started in like the 1970s, and Lord of the Rings happened in like the 50s.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of these are just like general fantasy concepts that were like inspired by just a different chain of like ancient like novel. Well, I say ancient in a hyperbolic way, but like sort of like old books and stuff like that. It's just like an evolution of all that stuff. That's why like you see a lot of familiar recurring fantasy stuff.
Hobbits
like
are real.
I guess they kind of are. I don't think that I would like it if you called them hobbits.
Gandalf is real.
Sure, there are people that look like Gandalf that are real. So I mean, someone had to play him.
Have you seen the Rings of Power? Because I watched like the first episode and I got really bored of it.
My brain does not comprehend Lord of the Rings. Every time I've tried to watch it, my brain is just flatlined.
Well, I've seen all the extended versions of the first 6 films. I never read the books, really.
No, just never clicked with Lord of the Rings.
What about Lord of the Wings?
I mean, I've heard it's good, but I never tried to watch it.
The chicken wings.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I heard it was a bit offensive, though. Ah, crap, I did it again. Guess I'm Mario this time. Lol.
So many...
I hate Mario.
I like Mario.
You know what? You've convinced me. I like Mario, too. I was a vehement hater of Mario, but I've sinned the error of my judgment now.
Ow! Ow!
If you could, like...
Eat shrimp, would I? Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
What were you gonna say?
I was kind of making it up as I went. I was gonna ask, like, what would you do if you could rule the world for, like, a day or something? Like, what would you...
I would like, put it in the constitution that I have everything.
Wow.
And, like, nobody can, like, stop it from happening forever.
I would just tell everyone to play Persona 3 and then give up.
Oh, that's boring. It's too easy. I'd make it so like insta constitution. I'd rule the world forever. I'd make
if it's so easy, then why can't I get any of my friends to play it?
Well, I've played it.
You haven't beaten it though.
Yeah, but I still played it.
You have to beat it to get the full experience. The ending is a really important part of the experience.
I don't think you have to beat every game to get the best experience.
I think for Persona 3 you do.
Well, I'll be the judge of that when I beat it. You keep saying you don't mind if I beat it or not. You keep changing your mind on it. Do you mind or not?
No, not really. I mean, I'd like it if you did, but I'm not gonna like.
What could they mind on?
I'm not changing my mind. I maintain I would like it if you played it because
I have played it.
But you know what I mean. I would like it if you played more.
At least I'm not one of those people that likes a game before even playing it.
You can like it with the characters in the world.
Yeah, but not the game. The game is the game.
Yeah, if it's an RPG and it's all turn-based, you can kind of probably judge what it's like to play a bit more. If it's a platform game, maybe not. No, I don't mind if you play, but cool. I would think it would be cool if you did. I'm not gonna like mad at you if you don't play it. I don't want you to feel pressured to play it just because I bought it for you. I would just like more friends that play it so I can talk about it. But most of the praises I have to sing of that game involve going into spoilers. So I have a lot of Persona 3 energy stored away.
I tried playing on xCloud yesterday and it looked so bad. But yeah, don't do that. Do not play a game on xCloud, it's not good.
What is xCloud?
It's like a cloud streaming thing.
I'd say anything. Honestly, I'm not sold on cloud gaming in any form, truthfully. I am not sold on it as a concept from any perspective. The only way it would work is if there was zero input lag.
I mean, I'm fine with the input lag, I just don't like the video quality. Like, I don't really notice the input lag, like... It's just the video quality that is just diarrhea ass.
It depends on the game, but the input lag for, like...
It does depend on the game. If it's like a really easy game to play, like if it's like Persona 3, of course, it's fine.
Yeah, because it's not reactive. But like a fast-paced like action game, I think the input lag would be really bad.
I'm gonna catch up. You're doing way better than me.
I'm barely paying attention, honestly. Like, so I don't think you'll have much trouble catching up. Plus, I'm more familiar with like the first few levels. I'm starting to play worse around this point. It's usually a bit later in the run when the gap between us starts to widen. I think I say that, though I don't usually look directly at what you're doing. It's just my opinion based on context.
I hate these levels.
As much as I say, I'm just being selfish with Persona 3 because I want them to make like 100 spin-offs of Persona 3.
I'm still waiting for Persona 5 Racing.
I want Persona 3 Racing. They should do Persona Q Racing and just have all the Persona characters.
I'm still waiting for the horror dating sim. It's just like one big game.
I was gonna say it's called Persona 5, but...
No, I'm talking about like the whole game is that.
There's only one Persona 3 spin-off.
Persona 3 Racing.
I would give any amount of money for that to be real. I've been advocating for Persona 3 car racing for years. Almost as much as
You've never mentioned that before today, so...
I have! I've made jokes about it before! You've even, like... I've mentioned it tons of times.
Alright. I wouldn't say years, but...
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, that was exact... Well, I've made jokes about it on and off. It's not like it's my catchphrase. I don't say it every day. But I've, like... Even as far back as before COVID, I would make jokes about it on my Elizabeth account.
I think Persona 4 Racing would be pretty better. But better game.
I think Persona Q Racing. Why would Persona 4 Racing be better?
Because it's one more, isn't it? It's one more number. Isn't it?
I know that Persona 3 is better.
It's one more.
Persona 3's got more party members, I think.
Yeah, but it's only 3, and they should do Persona 11 Racing. Because 11 is the best.
Sometimes less is more, you know.
Not when it's one more.
The one more system is in both games, though.
It's one louder.
The iconic one more system. I don't know if it came. I don't think it was in Persona 1 and 2, or maybe it was. I played all of Persona 1. I don't think the one more. I think it was Persona 3 that they introduced that. Persona 1 and 2 were more like Shin Megami Tensei, I think. That's why people only ever talk about 3, 4, and 5, because they're kind of the same series.
Yeah, I'm not into... I don't really care much about SMT really. Like, they
I
seem
mean,
a
from
bit
what
more
I
boring to me and annoyingly RPG-ish.
well, they're more RPG-ish, whereas Persona's like an RPG in like a daily life sim. Which is like Shin Megami Tensei is basically that without the, the life part. There's just, I mean, that's a bit. I'm stripping it down a bit, but like, yes, people who I
Not the
don't know.
biggest fan of RPGs, but
Yeah, that's true.
I do like Super Paper Mario.
Yeah, but I can see why though, because they're a bit more reaction. How much would you like them if they didn't have the like reaction stuff when they were just turn-based?
I don't know because Super Paper Mario is a platformer.
Oh, well, Super Paper Mario is more of an action RPG. Even though it
I
was
like
made in
action
Japan.
RPGs more than turn-based.
Like Kingdom Hearts.
Kinda.
Kingdom Hearts is an action RPG.
Yeah, but there's a lot of variety in different action RPGs. Some
I
I
think
think are
the
more.
difference between an action RPG and a JRPG is that action RPGs are not turn-based. I think that's the main
I mean, I would
difference.
say Kingdom Hearts and Super Paper Mario is not exactly the same game.
I'd. I mean, they're both kind of action RPGs. They're
Yeah,
just
but
the
they both
combat.
have very similar game. They're both very different gameplay.
Yeah, but it's similar in the sense that it's got a level-based system and
I
no
thought it
like.
was a level-based system. It is a level-based system in Super Paper Mario.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're similar in that they both got that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Ah! 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 I just find that Kingdom Hearts too spammy in terms of like the attacks and stuff. You just like press the button over and over again to hit the enemies.
If you play on the higher difficulty, I found that when I first played it, and I didn't like it. But if you play on the higher difficulties, it's a lot more interesting because you actually have to use your toolkit and stuff. Like there were abilities when I played on the higher setting, I ended up using abilities that I basically never used on the lower setting.
I played the level. I did try to do the level 1 thing and
Yeah, that's what I played on.
so much.
I think level one's a bit too much. I think just play on critical mode or crowd mode and you'll get a better experience.
No, I tried to get a trophy where you don't change the weapon and like every character.
On level one, that was probably a bit intense.
No, I don't know if I was on level 1, but
Oh, did you do level one in Kingdom Hearts 1? Because I don't think it's as good in that one as it is in 2.
no, I don't know if I did level 1. I'm saying I just did the trophy where you. I tried to get the trophy where you didn't change your weapon because that was like a trophy.
Alright.
I don't know about the level, but all I know is
Uh,
it took a long time to kill enemies.
my brain is slowing down. Now's your chance to take over me if you haven't already. I think you probably have. I don't remember what I'm doing at all.
You have to go in the pipe. Not that pipe, the other one. This is my favorite music! Play the music, play the beats, up my ass. Play that bitch.
I wouldn't say I like JRPGs just on the basis of being JRPGs. I'd say there has to be something to make it interesting, because if the selling point is just that it's a turn-based game, that's not enough for me. Like, it has to have, like, characters I care about, or, like, some interesting element around the turn-based part, like in Persona.
Is Elden Ring a JRPG?
No. It's an action RPG.
Do you think the new DLC is too hard?
From what I understand, that whole... I mean, I haven't played it yet, but from what I've heard, a lot of the people complaining about that are kind of talking out their ass because they're, like, trying to restrict themselves by not using certain game mechanics that they think make it too easy or whatever, like using summons and stuff like that.
Oh.
And, but a lot of the time, when they actually engage. And first off, they already stated, the developers already stated that it was designed around people who were like pretty far into Elden Ring already, and had like, so it's not like. I think a lot of it's like a combination of people not using the mechanics and also like people having not played the game for 2 years and then coming back rusty and blaming the game for it when it's designed around. I mean, it would. I don't know. It's the problem with the DLC coming out so late. But from everyone I've heard who's actually beaten it has said they really think it's like amazing. I kind of want to go back to Elden Ring, but I don't know. I just don't have the energy for getting.
Well, Donkey
slapped.
said the original was too hard because all the
Donkey's video was more of a joke video.
No, the
I feel like
original
it-
Elden Ring video was not.
Oh, I didn't find the original Elden Ring too hard.
He said it was very unbalanced,
I mean, yeah, sure.
and a lot. It makes you have to like the shadows are too broken because they're like basically makes you have to use them, like the summons or whatever the fuck.
I mean, they make it easier. You don't have to use them. They are game.
Well, he was arguing that like the fact it's so hard means you have to use the summons to actually beat the game because
Well,
and, like there's
people
only a
think
couple
it will.
weapons that are actually really good, and all the other weapons suck ass.
I don't know. I liked Elden Ring. I think he liked it overall, though.
And he just thought it was too unbalanced.
I remember him overall liking it, though. I remember him complaining about some parts of it, but I think...
I feel like no enemy should have like an insta-kill thing. I feel that's just like cheap.
Depends.
On what?
How it's incorporated. If it's like just coming out of nowhere and really hard to dodge and annoying, it's...
I
yes,
guess
but
so,
if it's,
yeah.
like, if it's like clearly telegraphed and like, you know...
In like Persona, where it says like dodge, I guess that's fine, but I don't know.
It's all about the implementation.
But in like Elden Ring, they do like a combo that like kills you in one hit, and you can't get out of it. And it's no like indication of them doing that combo.
All I'll say is I beat the game and I thought it was fine. I'm not good at tearing stuff apart and breaking it down all the blocks. All I could account for is the fact that I got serotonin and had fun, but I was also just a bit burnt out of Souls games, so I didn't like go to there was one area I didn't end up visiting, so
People say Bloodborne is the hardest Souls game. But I beat that.
I don't think that's true. I think Sekiro's the hardest.
Bloodborne's the only one I've actually finished, so...
I think Sekiro's the hardest because all the other Souls games have multiple ways you can tackle stuff, whereas Sekiro isn't really like that. It's a lot less RPG-ish, so it's more about just... There's usually only... just a little... I don't know. Sekiro's hard. No, I don't always agree with things Donkey says, but I also think it's important not to take your opinions from YouTubers and formulate your own. And I say that as someone who used to do a lot of that.
I mean, I definitely don't agree with him a lot of things, like him saying that Uncharted 4 is the best game ever and has the best story. I do not agree with that.
Yeah, I just thought Uncharted 4 was okay. Like, it was fine. It didn't change my life or anything. I don't feel a particular urge to play it again.
I don't like cinematic story games like that.
I thought it was fine. It's just... Still really want to play it again. It was fine. I mean, if someone asked me to play it, I wouldn't be opposed to playing it again, but I don't think I'd go out of my way for it.
I consider playing it again on like the hardest difficulty or whatever difficulty.
I like Last of Us more than Uncharted, I think.
I don't know. I kind of feel like both are about as good as each other in different ways.
I'm just more interested in the story and less I care more about the game. They're very similar though. Very similar format. That's kind of what I mean though when I say sometimes just having good gameplay alone isn't always enough. There's got to be some other element I kind of care about. Like for Kingdom Hearts, it was all like Disney stuff for me when I was a kid. Pokemon, it's like, you know, the adventure of like having your team that you kind of make yourself and, you know.
Yeah.
I definitely don't like this kind of shift in like people say acting like you're stupid for liking a certain game or whatever, because I feel like I get the appeal of wanting to like understand game design, but I also think that like, you know, people aren't wrong for finding serotonin in a game that they can like make a 30-minute video essay on why it's bad. You know, if
Why
you play
life
a
is
game
bad.
if you play a game and you enjoy it, that's all there is to it, really. It doesn't always have to be a big science to it.
Yeah, I guess so. Could you play a game wrong, though? Because some people say you could play a game wrong, but I don't know.
The only way to play a game wrong is if you're not having fun, and if you're not having fun, it's not a game for you. Like, some people were saying, like, if you play Baldur's Gate 3 and you reload their save to, like, change bad choices you make, you're playing it wrong. And then one of the developers literally said, I was asked about it, and he just said the only wrong way, the only wrong way to play Baldur's Gate 3 is, like, to tell other people how to play Baldur's Gate 3. Or, like, to just play it. I don't know. If you're having fun, that's the right way to play it. Always do it.
Yeah. Do you think if you beat a game with save states, you actually beat it?
Or
do you think...
I think it means you beat it with save states, and I think it means you beat it without save states, but I think it means you beat it either way. I don't think... If you had fun, then you still had a valid experience with the game. And that's... I think, I don't know. It's important to try not to get too gatekeepy about this stuff.
I feel like for a game that is like a hard game and it is a challenge, it kind of like defeats the whole purpose of just like using exploits.
Yeah. I think the purpose, if you still have fun playing the game that way, then...
Yeah, for you, but like...
I mean,
you can't go around telling people that you've beaten it like it's like you've done a good challenge when you haven't actually done it the same way everybody else has.
That just feels like a really gatekeepy attitude, though.
Yeah, but it's true.
I mean, what's the point in that, though? Like, what is the
what's the point
purpose?
of saying... Well, it's the same point as, like, saying that you've beaten a really hard game. Like, the satisfaction of telling people that you've done that. And it's like... you've done the challenge.
It's not always about satisfaction bragging.
Well, it is to a lot of people, so...
Well, I mean, if you're specifically if you are specifically bragging about having beaten a hard game while having used an exploit, then yes, that is a little bit like. But if you just said, "Oh, look, I beat it," but then like used an exploit, and then you have a bunch of people coming at you saying, "You're stupid! You didn't really beat it. You're lying. You're posing." Like that's kind of rude.
Well, it all depends on how people say it. I wouldn't be rude about it.
Well, I mean, if you're specifically bragging about having beaten it that way, that's one thing. But if it's just you beat it, you said, "Oh, I beat it," and you just happen to have, I don't know. I feel like just there's a lot of gatekeepiness. I will say, the Persona fandom is one of the most gatekeepy fandoms I've ever been a part of. It's really, really bad. Like, nobody likes each other.
Well, the new Zelda fandom is gatekeepy too, because they're like, if you don't like this new Zelda, you fuck off. That's what they're like. I hate them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most fandoms are like that to some extent. It just comes in its own flavor.
If you don't like this new Zelda, you can get lost. This game is not for you. That's what
I
they're
feel like
like.
that happens anytime a big installment comes out in a new game. Like, no matter how good or bad it is, like, there are always going to be, like,
Well,
initial...
most games are similar in concept to the game that came before, right?
Yeah, but,
This
like...
nowadays, now it's like, oh, this game is nothing like the original game,
It's just like I remember
but
when
we like it,
Skyward...
so fuck you.
When, I just remember that, like, when Dark Souls 2 came out, people were like, say, yes, Dark Souls is back, I love it, it's, like, the best game ever, but then, like, once they played it for, like, a few weeks, a lot of people were sort of talking about how they were disappointed in it and stuff. Like, you gotta sometimes get past the honeymoon period before you really know what you think of a game. Like, some games start off good, or sometimes your excitement for playing that game isn't dashed
Ooh, that was
at the
weird.
early part of the game. Like, sometimes you've just got to give it time before you know how you really feel about something.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Like, I don't know.
What's not clear?
Well, I don't know how is that related to what I was saying.
Um,
I feel like that's not really what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about a honeymoon
no,
period.
the
I was
honeymoon
talking
period
about...
is like, you're talking about when a new entry comes out, and sort
No,
of
I'm
the
talking
first...
about how, like, fans are, like, liking this new game despite how other people don't like it because of how different it is, and they're like, well, this is the future of the franchise, get used to it because we like it, and you're not allowed to complain about why this game isn't
I
isn't
think the
like the old game.
honeymoon period thing is a little bit relevant to that, because people tend to more vehemently defend a game when it's just come out, and then, like, once
Well, this is
the
like a
game's been
multiple
out...
amount of games. I'm talking about, like, the new 2D Zelda that got announced, and, like, I'm talking about Zelda in general. It's been going on since Breath of the Wild. Yes.
I mean, it's not... It happens with, like, every fandom I'm part of, I find. Even Kingdom Hearts 3, people were still vehemently defend that.
Well,
Like,
Kingdom
whenever
Hearts
any
3 wasn't
WoW...
like wasn't exactly a massive departure from the old Kingdom Hearts games, was it?
Well, you'd say that until you... well, I don't know. I'm saying the principle is the same, regardless. There may be some small pedantics here and there, but the principle is the same. It's like how when, like, a movie first comes out, people say it's like the best movie ever. You know? People get into big fights and stuff. I feel like with the new Zelda, though, people are wasting
I guess
their time.
it's very much like the new Star Wars shit.
Yeah, because like
the
when
difference
I know
is
when...
nobody likes the new Star Wars shit, so...
Well, even with the prequels, like when they first came out, a lot of people just didn't want to admit they didn't like them at first. I mean, I know people sort of like them a bit more now, but like at the time, a lot of people were kind of going for a bit of a weird crisis stage where they couldn't comprehend the
I
fact
think
that they
most
didn't
people
like Star
I
Wars.
feel like most people liked Revenge of the Sith when it came out, though. I feel like most people were positive around that film.
Some people just think the whole trilogy's mud.
There's some people, but I think the majority of people liked Revenge of the Sith when it came out. And they definitely like it now. A lot of people say that's their favourite Star Wars film, so...
I think it's my favorite in the prequels. I think my favorite overall is still Empire.
Well, that's for me as well, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people nowadays say that Revenge is
I mean,
like their...
I haven't seen either film in a very long time, that means that... I know, like, the main story beats.
Yeah, everybody was, like, big on Force Awakens when it came out, but in retrospect, people...
Yeah, that's probably the best example, honestly. Like, people really 180... The perception on those films really did, like, a big 180.
Well, I think it's because people were, like, expecting more from the next film. People were like, oh yeah, this is the safe first film, but the next film will be better, and then the next film was The Last Jedi, so...
So I think it's insane that they didn't plan out the story for the 3 movies. Like, how do you start... specifically go out of your way to start a sequel, like a trilogy, and not plan out the spanning story arc across the 3 movies?
Because they were more focused on merchandise than actual making film, and they were like, it's Star Wars, who cares, they'll like it anyway, and then they didn't, so...
Yeah.
But apparently they did have a plan, kind of a plan. J.J. Abrams did have kind of a plan, but then, like, Rian Johnson just scrapped the whole thing and just made whatever up.
Yeah.
So it's all Rian Johnson's fault, really. He's the fucking problem. It was all his fault. Fuck that guy. We all hate Ryan Johnson on this channel.
I don't really know anything about it. I don't know about a lot of things outside of my own weird bubble. My autism bubble.
I still haven't watched Jaws, and I want to watch Jaws. Have you seen Jaws?
I think I've seen like scenes of it, but not like the full film. I remember us being sad that they blew up a shark. I was like, it's just an animal, it doesn't know any better.
Oh, is he killing people?
I didn't know anything about it, I just thought like, well, it's a shark, that's what sharks do, they kill people. I was like 7 or something. No, obviously if there was like a big shark going on a rampant murder spree, it would be pretty fair to kill it.
I will say, Tears of the Kingdom is definitely the last Jedi of Zelda video games.
I don't know. I need to play that game and make my own choice, because I don't feel like I should be making any strong stances. That's kind of what I was gonna say when I talked about that new Zelda game. About that new Zelda game that they're making. I feel like any heated debate over that game is just redundant, because it's just too early to know. Like,
Now, I've already written a script for it. I'm gonna make a video on it.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I'm sorry to go back to Sonic, but this is the only relevant example I can think of. Before Sonic Frontiers came out, people were almost certain it was going to be bad, because the gameplay looked jank, there was weird delays, the glitchy looking, and it was strange. And then it just completely surprised everybody. So, like...
Yeah, but that's because Sonic is really unpredictable. With Zelda, I know what I'm gonna get, because...
No, usually with Sonic games, you kind of...
No.
Kind of...
I feel like I've been... Like, dude, I was optimistic about Tears of the Kingdom, I got so let down. I don't have any hope that this game is going to be any better than what I was expecting with that. I feel like...
All I'm saying is, usually by a certain point you can tell what it's up... What?
I was just talking about this game thing I was doing. Don't worry.
All I was gonna say was, like, there's usually been a pattern with Sonic games where, like, within, like, a few months of launch, usually the impression you've got of it ends up being the reality. But with Sonic Frontiers, like, the first gameplay reveal made it look like one of the worst Sonic games ever, and it, like, almost completely turned around within just a few months, so...
Well, I think, didn't they, like, get really early footage? They showed off, like, really early footage or something?
IGN, yeah, that's kind of it. IGN showed footage of, like, an older build. That was, and they were not, it's not even just that it was an older build, but they were playing it weirdly. Like, they were trying to do, like, a cinematic walkthrough, which is, like, not what the game was designed for, so Sonic was, like, weirdly walking on the spot and stuff, and the fact that that was their gameplay debut stuns me. I don't see.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I'm wrong about the game, but, like, the game's coming out in, like, 2 months, so...
but we've only seen a trailer, like...
Yeah, but, like, what they've shown so far, it's not looking good.
I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be good or bad, I'm just saying we don't really know enough either way to do anything other than kind of guess. But I feel like... It's kind of the same way. I don't feel like I'm in a position to either defend or like, judge Tears of the Kingdom because I haven't played it. So I feel like most of the opinions I'm making on it are only based off how I think I might feel about it, which I think is, you know, just doesn't make for very helpful. Because it could be that I play it and I end up loving it, or it could be that I play it and I think it's terrible. I don't know. You
know what? There's something I really hate in Tears of the Kingdom, but it's in, like, a load of modern games nowadays. Have you ever noticed it? Like, in 3D open world games, like, the geometry, like, changes shape as you get near to it, and it's, like, really weird.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, as you get closer to a geometry, it, like, changes shape.
One thing I will say about Tears of the Kingdom, my prediction, and it's kind of also the reason I haven't played it yet, I'm kind of thinking I'm not gonna love it that much. I think I'm just gonna think it's, like, alright, but not really for me. But
well, if you really like building stuff, it's the best game ever.
I mean, I like Minecraft.
Then you'll probably like it if you really...
But I don't think Tears of the Kingdom is like Minecraft, though.
It is. It's
You
very
know, 'cause
much
you
so.
don't build like houses and stuff. You don't have to
I mean,
be
you can
sitting-
build a house.
Yeah, but it probably looks crappy because you're
My house
using.
is pretty cool.
But in Minecraft, like you can. There's a lot more freedom of expression because the art style is so simple.
I guess.
Whereas if
Yeah.
you look at like Hell World or Rust or something, all houses in those games look pretty similar. Because they're all made of like high quality existing assets rather than Minecraft where you can kind of experiment a lot more. That's how simple it is. Not that I'm very good at building in Minecraft, I just kind of like the idea of...
I complete ass at it. Why did I do that? I didn't need that.
I prefer more linear games to like open world games. But I do like to have a little hub world I can run around in, like in Sonic Adventure 1, or Rayman Revolution, or even like Mario 64. Actually, Mario 64 is probably the first example I should have gone with. Like a hub world that's not like... I don't need like a... I mean, I don't need like a huge sprawling hub world, just a nice little thing where I can like run and jump around between levels. Maybe explore a teeny bit, but not like a big sprawling field or anything. I don't ask for much. That's why I like Adventure 1 more than 2. Even though 2's probably better.
I don't think 2's better. I do not like 2 more than 1. I think 1's a lot better because you don't have to do the stupid ass Knuckles part. If there was
have to do the Knuckles part in Sonic Adventure 1. I mean, to beat the game you do, because you don't get the final story unless you do
yeah, but like, to do the Sonic part, you don't need to. Like, but in Sonic Adventure 2, you have to do the whole thing.
I guess that makes sense. What I will say is that the hunting stages are not as good in Adventure 2.
Did you ever watch Pro Jared's video of Sonic Adventure 2?
No, I never watched any of Pro Jared's videos.
He was like, the game's really good except for all these other parts that really suck.
I mean, I've seen a lot of reviews of people criticizing both adventure games, and I get it, but those things just don't bother me enough to think less of the game, honestly.
I mean,
that's kind of what I mean when I say I don't really believe in boiling games down to a science. Because
I think Sonic Adventure 1 is better because you don't have to do all the levels, but like, it does have some bugs and stuff, but it is an early 3D game.
They're both pretty buggy, honestly.
I mean, like, I saw a video that was like complaining about Sonic's teeth, and that was like the big complaint. I was like, how is that a problem? That's his teeth. This doesn't. Who cares?
Wait, in which game?
Sonic Adventure DX or whatever. Somebody was like making fun of Sonic's teeth. That's like the big issue, and I was like,
well, I wouldn't say it's a big issue. I'm not a big fan of his big fanged teeth, but I don't really.
But that's not a problem with the game. That's just a problem with his model. Like, it's irrelevant.
I mean, if it depends. How much was this person harping on it? Were they like really laying into it, or was it just something they mentioned? You know,
they just mentioned it, but I don't know. I can't remember what the video was like.
I mean, if it's just something they offhandedly mention, I don't see how that's. Like, yeah, I don't like the way his teeth look. Anyway.
No, he was like making fun of it and shit, like saying how bad this game is because of the teeth.
Did he say the game was bad because of the teeth?
Not literally like that, no, but like he implied it. He implied the game is not good, and one of the reasons was because his teeth sucked.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if everything else was fine, but the teeth were still bad, I don't think he would have still said he disliked it because of the teeth.
I'll send you the video if I can find it. But...
all I'll say is I've heard a lot of the criticisms people have of both adventure games. I get where they're coming from, but the point is, the game gives me a lot of serotonin. I don't think it's just nostalgia either, because I grew up with a lot of games, many of which I now recognize are terrible, but Adventure 1 and 2 just aren't among them. And,
Metroid 1 and 2?
Adventure 1 and 2. So, like, I don't know.
I can hear the seagulls in your room.
No, they're outside my room, but yeah.
Do you ever go fish and chips at the beach?
I'm not a big fish and chips guy, but they have
love fish and chips. I love chips.
They They have a lot of, like, chippies around here.
I get haddock and chips.
Too greasy for me.
Oh, haddock's less greasy than cod, which is why it's good for me.
Oh no, the greasy fish is fine. It's more the I don't like greasy chips. I like chips. But I don't
Oh,
like
well, I love the greasy chips. I love the greasy.
Actually, wait. No, what am I talking about? No, I don't like it when I like battered stuff, but I feel like some of the stuff is like too greasy. It's like the kind of greasy where you'll put it
I
in a
love
box.
the really soft, chunky chips that you get at the fish and chip shop. You can only get them there for some reason.
I like thin, crispy ones.
I don't mind curly fries. Curly fries are like the second, but like my favorite kind of chips are like the fish and chip shop ones with salt and vinegar.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's one of those things that a lot of people have their preference. Like some like them skinny or some like the chunky ones. I feel like it's one of those
Crinkle
things
cut
that really...
sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
What sucks?
Crinkle cut chips.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah, they're boring.
Well, I don't know. It depends. I guess just like the store-bought ones are kind of lame. But if they're like real, if they're like, I don't know. I like them in.
Oh,
I like
fuck!
the texture.
I hate
I like
this stupid thing.
I like the textures. Also, my brain has stopped working, so I'm probably not giving much of a race now. Sorry. Well, I'm still having fun playing Mario, but I'm probably not much of a competitor.
Oh, we can stop soon if you want.
I'm having fun. I don't want to stop. I'm just sorry if I'm not giving any interesting game right now.
Alright.
I always like playing Mario.
I'm not exactly doing the best either.
It's fine. Let's just call it chill race then.
No, I don't want to do that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I mean, does it make a difference? Really? We're still playing and having fun. I mean, I'm having fun at least. I don't know if you're having fun.
Well, I don't want to change the whole idea of it, you know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Just think of it however you want. Doesn't matter. As long as we're just whatever we're doing is fine with you. Then. It's just tough because I was thinking the other day, like I guess a lot of the time when people do these races, it's usually like two people who are kind of familiar with the game they're playing, and they're just like comparing their knowledge of it. And it's like a thing. Whereas a lot of the time it's different because we play such different games. It's usually like one of us knows a lot about the game, and the other person is just trying to do their best.
I don't exactly know a lot about this game. Just
Well, I mean, it's more in your natural line of fire though, because I don't typically play Mario games a ton. I mean, I played this when it came out, but like it's not like something I do just when I don't typically just feel like playing Mario and then play it. Usually I'll just play it when like a new one comes out or something.
where's the money?
We should race in Sonic Superstars, but use the Mario mod.
The Mario mod?
Yeah, someone's modded the Mario Wonder model into that game as a playable character.
Oh, that's interesting. Have you heard of Samaria?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like that. The result. I think I played it on like an Samari on an emulator. It's not good.
It's a classic.
I played the one where they put Sonic in like Mario 1 as well. Whatever that was called, Sonic Jam 8 or whatever.
Sonic Adventure 8?
Yeah, it was something like that. It wasn't like a Game Boy one, it was like a SNES one.
Oh, it was a SNES one. There was one on Game Boy called like Sonic Adventure 8 or something.
Yeah, I know about that one. I don't know if I've played it, but I know about it. I wouldn't mind racing Mario 64, but I feel like because I like that game, but I feel like I'm just gonna... It's just not gonna be a good race, because I haven't played that game in so long.
I should go back to speedrunning that. I haven't really done much.
Speedrun. I think Mario 64 is one of the most interesting like speedrun games in the world. Like unironically, just in terms of like the crazy amount of stuff you can do if you like you can do it right. Or at least it's one of the most iconic ones.
Oh, what the fuck? I rolled into an enemy and died. Did I sweat about 1,000 tons of acid?
I never finished Super Paper Mario as a kid, but I got very far in it. And by very far, I mean I literally unlocked Luigi, tried him out a little, and then I never got around to playing it again after
I think
that
I did
one.
finish it, but I don't really remember finishing it, which is weird because
I got to the last world, like actually on the last world, and I just never actually entered it. I liked it though.
I want to replay it.
Yeah, me too. Actually, they should like re-release. I mean, I might have dumped my copy of it actually, so I could probably just emulate it.
I dumped my copy in the toilet. I got my copy for like £5, which was really crazy cheap.
I think I got it on launch, or at least very close to
I
launch.
did not have a Wii when it came out, so I got my Wii like very late, pretty late.
I didn't get my Wii on launch, but I got it somewhat early on in the lifespan.
I don't know, was it like really hard to get when you got it? Or was it like...
It was, when it first came out, it was really hard to get, and then there was a very brief period of time where it wasn't too hard to get, and then it became hard to get again after I already had it. I don't know, that's what I remember. I remember for a while I had it, people were complaining they couldn't get one.
I never really thought about that, because I got it like 2 years after it came out. So...
I got it when I was like 12 or 13 or something around that time.
I was like 9. I remember I got Brawl and 2 Wii remotes. It was like £160, and I got it from the airport.
I like Brawl. I haven't played Project M. I want to play Project M.
Oh, a new version came out recently.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Then you can play that.
And I have literally like I've got both the US.
Well, we
and
could
the
play
UK.
it on a Parsec if you want, because I have it on my computer.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, doesn't it have like an online thing or something?
Yeah, actually, so we could do that.
Yeah,
I don't know how that would work.
I mean, we could figure it out. If we can get that working, I'd be up for that.
Sure. I've tried the Melee one, which was really awesome, because it was like really good, because of the online was just amazing in that.
Project M's got like all the Melee characters, right?
Oh, it has like every character, yeah, I'm pretty sure. It even has like Knuckles or something.
Oh yeah, they made like a whole new character. Apparently he's like pretty. He's not like the best character, but apparently he's like pretty good, and they might have to nerf him a bit.
And it has some like cool like stages.
Yeah, so it is a really cool one. Honestly, it's probably cooler than the next Smash Brothers is going to be in terms of fan service.
Yeah.
Not that I think Smash Brothers is bad at fan service. I just think like
it's bad at online. That's for friggin' sure.
Yeah, I kind of think I blame Nintendo for that to some degree more than the creators of Smash Brothers specifically.
Oh, I definitely blame Sakurai for the whole like just shitting on professional Smash Bros for like the 20 decades they've done it. You have to realize that he's like a higher up member at Nintendo. He like runs the whole thing, so.
Yeah, but he might still have to like be working around Nintendo's wishes, because it sounds, the vibe I get generally is that he's pretty supportive of the community.
Well, like,
I even remember when Brawl came out and like people were complaining that the online wasn't good. He said, "I'm sorry that we couldn't offer the experience."
I'm not talking about like being like pro competitiveness. Like he made the game very casual, pro casual.
Well, in Brawl he did, but they kind of got better over
not Smash Wii U did not. Smash Wii U did not, but Ultimate did a bit.
That's what I'm saying. Ultimate got... Well, I think Wii U was better than Brawl. but
Slightly,
not.
because it doesn't have the stupid trip feature. But
Yeah, that
it's
was
still
the
very
and it was.
floaty.
I think it was a. Yeah, I know that was the thing that really pissed people off in Brawl, the tripping, and also the game speed was way slower.
But there's still no wave dashing in Ultimate, and there's still no, like... And it's still not as
think
tight as, like, Melee is. In terms of, like, moving.
I don't know if I've dumped Melee, because I think I have. Yeah, no,
Do you
I
know
have. I have.
Melee is, like... not as good in Europe because they, like, patched a load of stuff, so it's like it's not as balanced or something. I don't know.
Is it still able to be modded the same, or do you need the NTSC version?
I'm not sure. I don't know how you would
Is-
mod. What would you do to mod Melee? What would you do?
Well, they've got, like, didn't they have, like, online and stuff?
Oh yeah, I don't know if that would work in the European version.
I know there are some cool character mods, though. Like, somebody modded, like, Sonic into it, but they made it, like, so he's got, like, the actual, like, voice he had back then and stuff like that. Like, and he looks like the games that were relevant at the time. So it's, like, kind of lore accurate. I don't know. And
Okay.
they added, like, there's, like, other stuff, not just Sonic. That's just the first one that comes to mind, because I'm a spurg. But, like, I don't know. There's some cool mods from what I've seen, anyway. Some cool character mods. I think Brawl's probably maybe a little better, mod-wise. Not game-wise. Character-wise, maybe, but not game-wise.
What do you think's
even
better,
I-
Ultimate or Wii U?
Which of the two games is better?
Yeah.
Oh, Ultimate by far. I mean, there's a couple things I think are probably a little better in Wii U, but overall, I'd say Ultimate is one of the... It's like... From at least a surface level, I'd say it's the best Smash Bros. I know there's a couple things that are done better in some of the other ones, but like... In terms of overall package, Ultimate is like my favorite. Like,
For
it'd be nice if
multiplayer,
it-
it definitely is, yeah. I don't know,
I mean, it
about
would be-
single player, not so much.
Yeah, I was about to say, it would be nice if it had like a subspace emissary. Like, ideally, the perfect Smash Brothers would be like the majority of Ultimate, but with some parts of like the other games, like the story mode from Brawl, the like sort of the speed and balancing of Melee, maybe, or like the part in the
Break the targets.
yeah, break the targets.
They should have had a break the targets level for every single character in Ultimate. As the story.
Yeah, it would have been cool, but I can kind of understand why they didn't.
I mean, there'd only be like 90 levels, wouldn't it?
But you have to design them specifically to be fun and sort of, you know, very much balanced around each character's like toolkit and stuff. I imagine, like they've got to sort of design it around what each character can do. I still haven't even played as Sora in Smash Bros.
I played a bit of them.
I hear he's kind of broken and busted, though.
All the DLC characters are broken, which is why they're all banned from competitive play.
That makes me
Steve
sad,
was the
but
worst one. He was
probably, I
so
mean,
good.
I know that
It's all pay to win, isn't it? They always make the DLC really OP, especially in Smash Wii U, where Bayonetta was so broken. It was a joke. Like, people were laughing because of how broken she was when they were playing competitively.
I mean, I think even in Brawl, some of like the third-party characters they added were a bit broken. Well, the two of them, I think. I don't know.
Meta Knight was very broken in Brawl.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No doubt. Jigglypuff was nerfed into oblivion in Brawl. Like, Jigglypuff was way better in Melee. Like, you could actually kind of competitively use Jigglypuff in Melee, but in Brawl, it's like a handicap character.
Well, I never really used Jigglypuff, so...
I went out of my way to use Jigglypuff in Brawl because I was sad that people were saying Jigglypuff sucked, and I wanted to prove them wrong. And I kind of learned how to play Jigglypuff. But they made Jigglypuff better in the later ones.
That's great, I guess. Ah!
But it is for me. I don't know, I'd like it if all characters were viable in Smash Bros. I don't like the idea of some characters being blacklisted because they're too OP or not powerful enough. I like the idea of people just being able to pick a character they like and learn it. Because it's kind of sad if like someone gets a character they really want in like the game, and then they can't use them because they're like too OP
I
or
think they
something.
should be well balanced. I think all the DLC characters should be balanced well.
No, that's what I'm. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Like if they added Rayman, but then it's like, oh, you can't use Rayman because if you win with Rayman, it doesn't count. I'd be really sad. I mean, I'd still be happy Rayman was in, but I'd be sad if that ended up happening.
Have you played Captain Toad Treasure Tracker?
I haven't. Kind of want to.
It's a very good game.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was almost a Zelda game.
Yeah. Until they realised
Yeah,
Toad was Toad.
Sakurai didn't think it was good enough for Zelda. No, Sakurai, sorry, Shigeru Miyamoto. I don't know why I said Sakurai.
Sakurai's like a villain because he chucks all his game boxes when he buys the games.
I think people take Sakurai for granted.
That's bad for the environment, Sakurai, you idiot. If you chuck the games, they go into the landfill. Don't chuck game boxes. Keep them.
Honestly, yeah, but like, I don't know. I like Sakurai. A lot of the cool stuff in Smash Bros. Wouldn't exist if it weren't for him. It's the reason they basically blackmailed him into working on Brawl. Well, even though he'd left Nintendo by that point.
How did they blackmail him? What did they have him?
Well, not blackmail. Like they very much guilt pressured him to. What they did was they announced the game, and this was after Sakurai wasn't at Nintendo, and then they the Iwata brought him to one side. And he said, "Hey, so we'd really like you to come direct this game, because if not, we're just gonna make it Melee we're just gonna port Smash Melee with online instead." And they basically meant and we're gonna have to let everyone down if you don't come do it.
I think that would have been better, to be honest. I don't know.
No, but then we wouldn't have gotten Snake and Sonic and stuff.
Yeah, but then we would have gone Young Link again.
We got Young Link again.
Not in Brawl.
Well, we might not have gotten any games after Brawl. After Melee.
I don't think that's true.
We would have never gotten Smash Bros. The fact that they were willing to cancel it and make it something else, because I guess they would have tried, but it probably wouldn't have been the same.
I think they would have made another Smash Bros. Even if Sakurai didn't want it to. I feel like
they would have, but it would have been very different. Well, not very different, but quite different. I don't know.
I wouldn't really call Ultimate a new game, would I? It's like a best of compilation, more like. You know.
I'd say it's new enough. Because it's got improvements over Wii U and Brawl.
Yeah.
So
well, in terms of new stages and stuff, it really doesn't have many new stages.
It's got stages from the 3DS version and stuff, though.
Yeah.
I'd say Ultimate's enough to be considered a new game.
Well, at least they didn't just do Mario Smash Bros. Wii U again. At least it was better than that.
And yet you're saying that you think it would be better if they just did Melee again?
Well, I like Melee more than I like Smash Wii U, so...
I know you talk a lot about how you don't want remasters but new games, so it's strange that you're saying that you would have rather they just did Melee online.
I mean, they should do that. That would be great if they did Melee online.
I mean, they should, but I don't know if I'd want that over our new Smash Brothers.
I guess not, man. I just don't like how, Brawl was, really floating and didn't have Young Link in it.
I think that was the thing that upset me the most about it, the fact that they didn't have all the characters from the previous ones. I was sad that there was no Mewtwo.
They had Snake though, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it didn't really mean much to me, because I hadn't and still haven't really played a Metal Gear Solid game, but I know Snake is beloved. So I'm happy for those people, I guess. No, I guess I am happy for those people. want to get into Metal Gear someday.
Well, the 3 remake is coming out soon.
I'd rather play like the old ones, the PS1 versions.
Well, you can get them on Xbox 360.
You can get them on PC, I think now, because they had the collection.
Yeah, but I think the Xbox 360 version is better because it's in HD.
What if I want to play the PS1 version?
Well, then play on the PS1 then.
Oh, I never considered that. Oh wow. No, I'll probably just, I don't know, I'm not too, but I don't really care about old games looking like HD or whatever. I don't like to.
Well, I heard the new PC versions weren't that great compared to like they weren't that great because they were just like really simple emulated versions, and it's better to play on like official or like DuckStation if you want to play it.
Can you like dump the ISOs from it and play them on DuckStation?
I don't know. I have no idea. Probably not.
I think I've got the ISOs because I got I think I've got Metal Gear dumped because it came with the PlayStation Classic.
Oh, is it in TSC or in PAL?
I think it's in TSC. I know a lot of them are weirdly PAL for some reason, but I think that one was in TSC.
Yeah. Well, there you go then. You can play that on DuckStation.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a thing? Wait, there was something like you could like change the region of like games if you had like a keyboard and plugged it into the PlayStation Classic.
I don't know. You know, I would like it if that was real because it's very annoying because I only like to emulate stuff that I dumped myself. So it'd be nice if I could turn more of my PAL games into NTSC games.
I don't think you can actually do that. I mean, like they already had them in, but like you had to like lock a setting to get them in. I don't think you can actually change them from PAL to.
Well, I know that. I mean, like at least have like a 60 Hz setting or something. I've got the NTSC Final Fantasy VII because that's the one they included with the classic.
I have the Steam version.
I've got it on Steam as well. I was playing through it on Steam and I got past like Midgar, but I didn't get much further than that. Just lost interest. Well, not lost interest, I just never felt like playing it.
I got to the weird town where you have to like dress up as a woman.
Oh, I got way further than that. But not like, I wouldn't say I got like halfway through the game. I think I got past the first disc, like sort of at the beginning of the, what have I done? The second disc.
Something I don't understand is like people are like, disc 1 is bigger than disc 2 and 3 combined. It's like, well, why did they have it on 3 discs then if it's...
Probably just because they couldn't fit the rest of it on one disc. I don't know about it being.
No, but I mean, like, why is it 3 discs and not 2 discs? If disc.
Oh, yeah, that I don't know. Do they mean in terms of file space or in terms of like game length?
In game length.
Oh right, I don't know.
Well, maybe they have like a load of cutscenes on disc 2 or something.
Yeah, yeah, maybe it's like they there's like more FMVs or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I haven't really heard any general consensuses on the new Final Fantasy remake yet. The whatever it's called, the one that's basically disc 2.
I haven't played it, so I don't know.
No, I just mean like public perception. Like the general consensus of like, because I know people were mixed on the first one. Like some people loved it, and some people were really upset by parts of it. I gotta say though, looking at some of the stuff Persona 3 fans are complaining about with Reload, I just cannot relate to at all. Like I just do not understand the puristness. Like I'm a
no fog.
Hmm?
No fog.
I don't get it, sorry.
Didn't they, like, remove a load of fog from the original in the remake?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was, like, just Persona 4.
We'll say there's, like, a couple very small... Well, Persona 4 had fog as, like, a big story thing, so...
Oh, fuck.
Well, like, there's a couple small things that I think were better in Persona 3, but I'd say it is a net improvement over the original. Like, people are like saying, I don't know, it's each to their own. All I'm saying is I don't relate to it.
Stupid bunny! Get back here.
Only 2 months until episode, I guess.
Episode what?
The DLC.
For what?
Persona 3.
Oh, okay.
September 10th. Well, I still haven't even bought the season pass yet. I don't know, I don't know if you'll know the answer to this, but I'm only asking this because I couldn't find a clear answer searching on Google yesterday, so sorry if this is a question you don't really know, but do you know what platforms Shin Megami Tensei 5 was released on? I don't mean the Vengeance remake, I mean like the original.
Switch?
Was it just the Switch?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's on PC as well, but I'm not 100% sure.
That's kind of what I thought, but I kind of was I'm trying to look online. All I can find about the original is the Switch version.
Well, then it probably was just the Switch version then.
Yeah, I can't find like a clear answer though. Just like sort of, I can only kind of make it and make an educated guess because it's weirdly difficult. Because I was trying to see if I could get like it, because at first I thought, oh, they probably delisted the original, so maybe I'll just try and get like a Steam key or something. But like I couldn't even find it on like, I couldn't even find like
Wikipedia, right?
Even Wikipedia though just lists like all the consoles that Vengeance comes on the page. That's what I'm saying though. Like it seems like a really easy thing to look up, but I couldn't find a clear answer for some reason. And I feel like something like that should be pretty obvious, but I'm just really struggling to find a clear answer. Because like the PC version lists like the stuff the remake came out on.
It was removed from the database by Count Dooku.
I hate it when games get delisted.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 4 is getting delisted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but apparently if you have it on Game Pass, you get like a free code, but I never got a code for it, so fuck.
I just hate it when games are... when it gets to a point where you have to, like... No, I like to be able to just buy these games. I know it's not hard to, like, download them, but it's just nice to be able to just get them from, like, a real source or something. No, it's just me.
Ow.
I like it when the money actually goes to the creators, even if they don't need it. Like... I'm not saying Nintendo's gonna go out of business. I prefer to play
Nintendo is gonna go out of business if you don't spend. Nintendo is if you don't spend $70 on Donkey Kong. That's what you have to spend.
I wish Nintendo. I mean, there are so many like. I know. I'm gonna say right now, unless something, I'm probably not gonna get that Switch port. I'd rather just get like an HD texture pack for the Wii version because it looks pretty good to me. I think there is. I'm pretty sure there was. Yeah, there was one because I've used it. Unless they actually, because for a half-assed remaster. Like,
I don't even know if they're gonna have the extra levels from the 3DS version or not.
That'd be very disappointing if they didn't. It seems like it's based on like the 3DS version because it had some of like the reduced visuals from the 3DS and some of the like footage.
I did
Like
it.
the circular shadows rather than the like real shadows. It might just be like early footage, but still. I don't know. Still way too much for a game like that. If you're gonna charge that much for an old game like that, you better do more than just half-assly enhance the resolution or something. Like add like new playable characters or something. Or add a whole extra game into it, like with 3D World. Like it's like a game that's not as long, but still like an extra game.
I think any remake should not cost $60. I don't think any remake should cost $60.
I feel like it's slightly more justifiable for 3D World because of Bowser's Fury, but yeah, I'd still say it's probably too much. I'd say that's a justification for charging a little more, but not the same as like a new game, like a full-length new game, maybe.
Crash in the Sane Trilogy was 3 remakes, and it was only $40.
Yeah. But they're all just... It was pretty easy for them because they're all in the same engine and they all have pretty similar gameplay. And most of the work seemed to go into Crash 1. Seems like Crash 2 and 3 were pretty rushed. They barely had time to finish them. Wish they'd had like an extra 6 months or something to do the Insane Trilogy.
Wait, which game was rushed?
2 and 3. Like, it's not immediately obvious, but if you actually, like, look at some parts of it, you can see. Like, because the Crash 1 remake, I would say it's, like, a better game than the original. Whereas 2 and 3 are, I don't know.
I didn't really see there was that much problem with it, but maybe there was, I don't know.
You I don't know. There's probably some videos that can go into it more. It's just little things, nothing like no like one main thing. But
Remember
I don't
to
know.
go into the pipes that have the Cooper guys in to kill them.
Yeah. I guess the problem with Insane Trilogy, the thing is with Crash 1 they actually like improved the gameplay a bit. Like they actually made some changes. Like in Crash 2 they added like the relic time trials, but they also didn't really kind of design the game around Crash 2. They designed it around the sprint from Crash 3, so they just added the sprint to the game right at the end, which irks me a bit because the Crash 1 levels were kind of designed with the Crash 1 moveset in mind, which is kind of cool. Whereas Crash 2, they ended up just adding the sprint. I would have liked it better if they were designed around not having the sprint. That's all I'm saying. But it's serviceable. It's fine. It's enough to like. It's more. I think just from a casual standpoint, it's fine.
Did you do all the levels in the last world, or did you get the Cooper guy in the last world?
I'm pretty sure I did. Yes. If I didn't, I'll go check after this level.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I did.
Because I definitely did that.
I remember being underground and seeing a red Koopa. A lot of this, a lot of it's kind of blurring together right now.
I love the flying bullet bill cats. They're so funny.
So cute. It's a cute game. All Mario games are cute.
Mario time!
They should do Hotel Mario HD for an April Fool's joke, but like actually make it and release it on April 1st.
Somebody actually did that though.
I mean like an official one, like with actual like Nintendo level polish and
Search,
stuff.
look at the map and see if you did the last world. Press minus for the map.
Okay. And
Press R. R.
R. Yep. So
And
it's
then go left. With the,
yep. Yep. Did I do it?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of this music. The doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't really like it.
You're correct. Because all music taste is correct, no matter what.
Ow!
I'm gonna pause for just 1 second because I gotta check. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that on stream because it'll come up on there. I was gonna check my Discord quickly because I can't hear groups, but I don't want to show my Discord on stream.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything there'll be anything sensitive in them, but just out of politeness to the people. Well, the one I literally talk to like 2 people right now, so one of them is you. I was in your. I don't know if you saw that I was in your chat the other day.
For which stream?
When you were like setting stuff up on stream.
Yeah.
You kept like going online and offline. When you came up with like the layout for the 3D World Race, I was like, who's this rainbow guy? I bet he's gonna be bad at this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was mostly focused on...
I figured.
I think I'm gonna want to stop soon, but...
Yeah, that's fine. Just let me know when you want to stop.
We'll do like another level, I guess. Then we'll stop.
New Pal World update came out today that I'm gonna go try out. There's also the Final Fantasy. I don't know if that starts today in UK time, but I'm not going to be doing that yet because I don't have the expansion yet. I need to wait till I get paid.
Crap.
Do you like the Monster Hunter games?
I never really played them.
Me neither. I was just curious because I wasn't sure if they were your kind of game or not.
No, I haven't really tried any of them.
I don't personally think I'd like them, just based on what I've said, but you know, maybe I'll try them one day just to make up my own mind. It doesn't look like a game that I would personally enjoy. Oh. I wonder what. So I assume when they announce the Switch 2, they'll I don't know, unless it's like the Switch 1 where they kind of just show a couple of seconds of footage. I wonder if like when they announce the Switch 2, they'll also announce what some of their launch games will be.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Because I know when they announced the Switch, all they had was like a couple seconds of the unannounced Mario, which ended up being Odyssey.
I hope they actually like do a big reveal for it when they announce it. But...
Yeah.
No, fuck!
Probably,
Oh, God.
probably won't be too much longer. I'd say sometime between September and December.
I just wish they would just
would-
announce it already, because I'm so fed up of waiting forever and ever and ever for the stupid thing. I just want the new 3D Mario game to come out.
Yeah, I'd like them to announce it, but I don't want them to rush it.
It's
Depends
been a long time.
I mean, we don't know how long it's been in development for, or how
Since
the development has
Odyssey
gone.
came out, right?
Huh?
Since
Yeah, but we
Odyssey
don't know
came
that it's been in development since Odyssey.
I don't see why it wouldn't be, considering
Well,
they
maybe
weren't
the
making them
developer,
yet.
maybe the team has been doing other stuff. Like, I don't know.
But they
I
only
don't know what they're...
They've
I know,
made
like,
any other game. That team hasn't made any other games.
have some of the members of that team worked on other games rather
Not
than like,
really,
the full
no.
team?
I don't think so. I don't know though, because I'm not them.
I mean, who directed Odyssey?
The guy with the weird top hat.
I don't know. I mean, it's frustrating, but I'm gonna assume that there must be like a reason for it. They wouldn't just not do it for the sake of not doing it. There must be like.
We should stop playing now, I think, because I'm kind of fed up.
Fed up? Okay.
Yeah.
With
I'm
the
done.
game?
Yeah, finish. I just beat the level, so.
Okay, thanks for having me again.
Bye bye.